Hey, Stanley, you a loud indicator?
No.
We'll talk
Go
about
there this early yet. Give me a little time to warm up.
We'll talk about that a little bit later on this morning. Zach, how are you, man?
All right, bud. How you doing?
Yeah, Mama out of the hospital. Saw you at the car show the other
Yeah.
day downtown.
Yeah, there was not near as many cars they usually have there. It was real.
Well, the weather was bad too.
I know it was, but still,
They just did it a little bit differently here this morning. Zach, before you get started, let me talk about something this morning. Stanley, you don't have to get involved in this unless you want to, but I'm sick of hearing this. Yesterday, I was out on I'm going to get back on my high horse, one soapbox one more time on this deal here. USA Today again this morning is talking about this NBA player that he's Jackie Robinson. He ain't Jackie Robinson.
No.
The guy's a horrible basketball player to start with. Been in there 12 years, can't stay with one team, averaging a point a game. Here are some of the comments this morning, and I'm going to let this go. He reveals his homosexuality, and the news media treats him like a saint and a hero. NFL quarterback Tim Tebow professes his Christianity is treated like a buffoon. Some things seem to be missing here.
Yes.
Now,
A lot.
it says here, Collins, 34 years old, is the 12th man on a bad team. True. Says comparing him with coming out Jackie Robinson is ludicrous. True. I mean, and then the talk about the Green Bay guy who was going to speak at the church. He's the one that invented the Lambeau Leap.
Yeah.
And the church told him that they were canceling him, Stanley, because he had tweeted Jason Collins something about, yeah, okay, glad you came out saying you're gay. But he says that they didn't want his kids hearing him talk about this. And then the church's decision to disinvite this guy ultimately prevents the kids from hearing from a four-time Pro Bowler who invented Lambeau Leap, a man who is known. Lord knows you wouldn't want the kids to hear about that.
Is that Donald Driver? Who is that? Is it Donald
It's
Driver?
Leroy Butler.
Okay, yeah, Leroy. Yeah.
I mean, it's just a sad day in America when that's all they want to talk about and give this guy all the glory because he came out of the closet as an NBA player.
But the one thing I'll say about this, Jamie, you're talking about Tim Tebow, and Tim Tebow professes to be a Christian, and that's absolutely great because you'll see a lot of people that
He can't hold a job in the NFL.
But no, and he would be.
Doesn't matter.
He would make a lot of money just doing that, going around speaking.
He makes over $100,000 each and every speak. He gets more money to speak, Stanley, than you do.
Hopefully he does.
But the one cartoon I saw, Jamie, was they had a picture of Tim Tebow, and he said, "I'm a Christian," and the reporter, like I said, it was a cartoon. He said, "Keep it to yourself," and then he had one, Jason Collins, "You're a hero," pointing the microphone right to him, and I'm like,
Where'd you see that?
it was in
yesterday.
I saw.
Yeah, I didn't read the cartoon. I just read the other stuff.
But now
It's sick. It's sad.
like
It's
you
sick.
said,
And
like I said, hate to sin.
hey, while we're speaking about football, Decatur Daily had a thing this morning. Here it says Ann Stewart Vaughn hugged her nephew, Titan offensive tackle David Stewart, who played at Moulton.
Yeah.
He was over there yesterday signing autographs at Academy Sports. He plays for the Tennessee Titans. He's the left tackle?
He's right tackle.
Right tackle up for the Tennessee Titans, right tackle. Yeah, he said he's been over helping his dad on the farm over in Lawrence County. So, anyway.
Yeah, and they're excited. I'm going to tell you, I have not seen one guy in this draft that was more excited to go into the team that he was drafted by than Chance Warmack. He told Bruce Matthews and Mike Munchak, "I want to play for y'all. Y'all are all pros in the NFL. I want to play for y'all." And now he's going to play right guard. He said that's probably his best position, playing left guard at Alabama, and he's excited about being a Titan. So that's a good thing.
All right, hey, Stan, I got a question for you. There's Strawberry Festival this weekend over at Decatur Morgan Farmers Market, rain or shine, because they got it covered there. It's from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. They're going to have Jake Reed, chief and owner of some bistro over there, is going to be conducting a cooking demonstration. What's the farmers market hours here, Stanley?
I believe it's 6:30 or 7 until 1 o'clock, I believe.
Now, they can only be selling locally grown stuff, right?
They have to be cleared on that from the county agent's office up there.
Ain't you the boss of that?
That they raised that, and they go out and inspect and check that, make sure it is grown.
Are they open now?
Yeah.
Stanley,
We're just opening like Tuesday. I believe it's Tuesdays and Thursdays. And the Spirit of Athens,
Yeah, they've got it too.
they're going to open in Saturdays each week, I believe.
Stanley, I want to make you an offer right now that I don't make many people.
Okay, good.
Well,
I'm hoping for this.
you bought that building down there, and you're buying all kind of property, it looks like, for the courtroom, man. Look around this facility. You could put a courtroom in here, and we could televise it
live. You got a
live.
nice building.
Huh?
You got a nice building. Don't
Well,
tell me.
we could
probably move a couple neighbors
You could
out.
set a jury up back in here. Frank could be foreman. He could set it back up in here, and then the judges could be up here. By the way, I got to give a shout out to my buddy Judge Jimmy Woodruff. Saw him yesterday morning at the breakfast. We'll have video of that coming up too when UNA coach Bobby Wallace was speaking. I got to tell you, old Frank Travis, them guys put on quite a performance down there yesterday, didn't they? Round Island chorus, they did a good job on that. So we'll talk more about that. But anyway, just get a feel for it. Stan, I got cameras mounted.
Baker and Bats, they'd all enjoy being here with us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We can only get one courtroom in here, though. But
That's not enough. I'm sorry to tell you, that's not enough.
plenty, adequate parking. Zach, what else you got?
Well, the Aaron's 499s this Sunday in Talladega. There'll be a lot of folks
Now, what's
around
the weather
here heading
forecast for that Sunday?
Rain.
I hadn't checked that, but like I said, it's probably rain like everything else. So I've been down there before where it's been rained out, and they've canceled it to the next Monday. So it could happen on this one, or it could be a long day in Talladega. But AJ, he's going to be the honorary pace driver. He'll take it a lap around, and Coach Saban said he hopes he goes 55 in it and doesn't try to kick it in a little bit. And Chipper Jones will be the grand marshal. Hopefully, Chipper, you'll be sober, buddy. Because last time you was on TV, the first time he was on TV
Give the man life, so what?
Yeah, they were joking with me, saying I'd never had a beer before at a baseball game because he'd always been playing in the game. So
what else you got, Zach?
Tim Hudson got his 200th win as a Brave, former Auburn player. Hit a home run and a double too, so that was a great thing for him. Don't like him being an Auburn guy, but like him being an Atlanta Brave. So good job, Huddy. Have you seen some of the preseason polls coming out?
Ohio State won.
Number 1, Bama 2. It don't matter where you start, it's where you finish, and we know that. Roll Tide. I'm glad I wouldn't hear what Brad said on that.
I hear him.
Coach Saban is on the road with his Crimson Caravan. He'll be in Huntsville next week, and so that's always a big thing. Pay $50, and him, usually Eli Golden. I think Coach Battle is coming along with him this year. SEC had 63 players selected in the draft. A record.
You getting all this, Stanley? Pay attention. There may be a quiz at the end of this segment.
This is a record. SEC teams are using this as recruiting to say, hey, you come join our teams, we'll put you in the NFL. In Alabama, they had, Coach Saban, I think he made a mistake. He said we had 12 players that were eligible for a draft and either got drafted or signed as free agents. It was actually 13 because Alex Shelley signed the other day.
Well, let me ask you this question, Zach. Who is the new girls softball coach at Athens High?
I have not heard that.
Well, I must be the
There
only
you
one that
go.
knows that. Me and the Decatur
Must
Daily.
spread it.
Says a familiar face is temporary calling the shots for Athens High's softball program. Golden Eagles head into postseason. Athens school official named Thad Prater as interim softball coach remainder of the season, replacing first-year coach Richard Johnson. They knew this was going to take place at the end of the year. However, since coaching change occurred following a weekend tournament in Hoover, so they've already split up. So Prater, coaching softball, isn't new. He coached the Golden Eagles in 04 and 06, amassing a 146-39 record. And his 05 team finished third, the Class 5A state tournament.
And I believe,
of course, we know he's the baseball coach.
And then you know who I believe Thad took the place of as softball coach at Athens that time, don't you?
Who?
Randy White.
Yeah.
Oh, Randy. But Thad's a good guy, and like I said, that's kind of unusual changing, head coaches at that time of the year. But Thad,
What happened to the girl that coached him to the state championship? Kelly.
She's no longer there. I think there were a lot of issues going on there. But
Oh, really?
yeah.
I
But,
didn't know that. I thought she was still
I think
there.
I'd heard some parents, there was issues with her.
Don't get out and say something here, Zach. You can't back up.
No, I know that for a fact because I know some kids that transferred from Athens.
Now, what else you got, Zach? We do sports on Thursday, Stanley.
Bear with us.
Talking about Tim Tebow, he got released, and right now the only offer he's got is to play $50 a day a game in Omaha for an indoor league.
I can't believe that the Jacksonville Jaguars would not take him because that's where he's from.
Like I said, that's a money-making tool. They got Blaine Gabbert as their quarterback. You can't do any worse with Tim Tebow. At least Tim Tebow wins. Blaine Gabbert hasn't won a thing.
A lot
So
more fun to
Jacksonville
watch.
sign him. At least you'll get some more people in the seats.
That's right.
So, but maybe
else
the
you got,
Alabama
Zach?
Hammers need to sign him. They had the Chick-fil-A Bowl Challenge golf event, I guess you saw the other day. Coach Saban finished, and him and Mark Ingram finished 6 out of 14 teams and won $25,000 for Alabama scholarships. And Gus Malzahn and Bo Jackson, they finished 8th and got $21,000
Matter of fact, I'm going to have an
600,
interview with Bobby Wallace in just a moment. Spoke at the breakfast yesterday morning. He's the one that signed Bo Jackson up, and he tells me in that interview that Bo Jackson, and we all agree with it, was the best athlete, bar none, he's ever seen. Said the guy could do anything.
Yeah, he was. I mean, it was incredible. And I mean, at first, he wanted to come to Alabama. I mean, that was the thing. And
What else you got, Zach? Running out of time.
All right. Playing in the NFL like the SEC has come with a painful process, Coach Saban. I think a lot of teams are getting scared. Maybe it's some like Eddie Lacy and people because they take a banging. But you got to look. Eddie Lacy does not play every play. T.J. Yeldon shared a lot of carries with him, so I don't know where teams are getting that Eddie Lacy was damaged goods. Committees reviewing Auburn athletics and will file a report to the president in a few weeks. I think they're reviewing the effectiveness of the AD and everything, so I don't know, could be some changes maybe coming down at Auburn. SI.com had 3 Bama players in their next year's mock draft, but A.J. was not one of them.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, but I think A.J.'s going to prove by the end of next year when he wins his 4th ring.
Yeah.
4.
Four.
Auburn released their depth chart, and Frazier and Wallace are co-number 1s right now. So that shows in the fall that's going to still be an open challenge. And Javi Arenas was traded yesterday from the Kansas City Chiefs to the Arizona Cardinals, so he'll be reunited with Rashard Johnson and play with the Honey Badger.
Yeah, like he's going to get to play a lot.
Yeah, so that's about all I had on that,
Probably
Jamie.
not.
All right, let me ask y'all a question here.
Yes.
I saw it in USA Today this morning. I had no idea this was going on. Stanley, you may be interested. You know who Cher is, right?
Yes.
We're going to try to get her to
Sonny
Limestone
and
County
Cher,
Event
you
Center.
know.
Sonny and Cher, you know how all that gig went.
That'd be good.
You thought Cher's life was wild. Georgia Holt, her mama, is 86 years old.
She looks great.
Cher was born to her when her mother was 13 years old, grew up on a rural Arkansas farm.
Wow.
Dang.
Yep. And now she was a singer.
Really?
The project began when Holt discovered
great
tapes
photo.
of a never-released album she recorded in 1980 with the Elvis Presley Band. Now Cher has come out with a 16-minute video, was a little present for her 86th birthday. Holt sought fame as a singer and actress and barreled through 6 marriages after marrying her first one, a truck driver who was Cher's daddy.
Huh.
The pop country album Honky Tonk Woman is out this week, 80 years after she first dreamed of being a star. Cher's mama.
Beautiful photo.
Now, we all know about Cher's 2 kids. Whatever happened to them? One of them is a boy from Dwayne Allman. Wasn't that who she was married to?
One was a girl.
And then the other one,
boy.
what used to be a-
I forgot all about him.
And then Chaz
Chaz,
used to be a woman, and now's a guy.
Well, there you go.
Stanley, you don't have to be so talkative when you're up here on Thursday morning. I mean,
He's a lost
I move
words.
at the light speed when I'm up here going, man. All right, Zach, let's finish this segment up. What is your motivational stuff for today?
Okay, you may do
Pay
it now.
attention, Stanley. This is
All right,
always
got
good.
to, all right, you have to fight through some bad days to earn the best days of your life.
Oh, Zach.
All right, one more. God replaces your fear with faith, your pain with purpose, and your obstacles with opportunities.
Well, there you go,
There
Zach. And
you
tell your
go.
mama we're glad she's out of the hospital. Stanley, hang
appreciate
on.
it.
We'll get with you in just a moment. You know anything about cheese in Elkmont?
Yes, it's good. I tasted that the other day.
Y'all just said that because you...
That's good. It's really
Yeah, you just said that because you just walked in. If you don't know how to milk a goat, you might as well go sit in your car.
He's bringing the goat out in a minute.
We got a lot of things coming. Thank you, Zach. Stanley, you can take a break, drink some coffee. We'll take a break. I'll come back and do a little bit of news in just a moment. Y'all hang on.